Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life, Eastern Nutrition. Now, today's episode may throw everyone off a bit, but I'd like to discuss or talk about a particular vegetable that's becoming extremely popular globally. Now, it's not a new vegetable, so, don't get excited in that sense. But this particular vegetable is becoming extremely popular globally, and there's good and bad that's tied to it. And I don't mean bad as in bad, oh my gosh, everyone is going to die or something like that. No. But it does create some health issues to just watch out for. Okay? Along with there's some good attached to it, and I'll get into discussing this as discussed last night with Chef Kiara. Okay? Because, this particular vegetable is really catching the attention of many globally in the nutrition department. Why? Because more and more people have come to recognize, and this vegetable has been overlooked for quite some time. And oh, by the way, this is not going on the social media platforms because we're too backed up. It's too backed up in the sense that we have a lot of health issues to cover, and if you're not following us on every social media platform, do so under Acupuncture is My Life. And if you're a Twitter person, it's at Acu_is_my_life. And also, you could check out the acupunctureismylife.com website to learn more about acupuncture and its benefits, as well as go to the blog section because we have an interesting series running in the blog section on women's health. And while you're there, just simply subscribe to our weekly newsletter. Okay? But now, all the rave globally, and this is through virtual sessions with virtual patients, both in the Eastern Nutrition Division as well as the Acupuncture Division here at Acupuncture is My Life in New York City. We're in touch with so many people. And some of my colleagues, not all, but some of them in South America, Nigeria, Kenya, Shanghai, and the Netherlands. We had an interesting conversation, and we touched on this topic a few days ago. More and more people are catching on to the fact that this particular vegetable is low in calories and how it's a natural source of certain vitamins that are important for us, as well as minerals. Basically immune supporting vitamins, because in today's society, many people are worried about their immune system. So they're digging deeper into what can they eat to enhance or empower their immune system. And they understand that this vegetable has bone building calcium and a very powerful phytochemicals such as chlorophyll. All right. And I know you're wondering, you're like, all right, what is this vegetable? What vegetable is this? And believe it or not, cauliflower. That's right, cauliflower. And this is caught on so much by the population that's very interested in losing weight, because this vegetable is high in fiber and it has a low calorie nutrition content. But then there's somewhat of a dark side to this vegetable that you have to understand, because people are starting to get carried away, and I'm getting individuals that are coming in with certain signs and symptoms, and one of the questions I ask from an Eastern nutrition perspective is, are you eating cauliflower? And it's like, yes. How did you know? Okay. All right. And it plays a part. And when I'm putting together a treatment protocol for my patients, I do just as other acupuncturists would do. We look into your diet. It also, believe it or not, can assist an acupuncturist with choosing certain points on certain meridians, certain acupoints on certain meridians. And these are things that will be discussed in the future, and we'll get very deep into that. But you also have to be careful. Before just saying, like, I'm hearing so many people are eating this. This is why you listen to Acupuncturist My Life, especially the Eastern Nutrition episodes, because it helps you make decisions in certain foods. I should hope. That's what we're here for. Okay? But cauliflower can make an individual extremely gassy and feeling bloated. And unless you understand this and how it's tied to your diet, you'll be running to your acupuncturist more than just regular wellness visits. Because, there are acupoints for gas and so forth. But the thing is not to have you keep running into the clinic because it's painful and it's overwhelming and so forth and so on. This is why acupuncturists are well versed in Eastern nutrition and get to understand your constitution, your natural deficiencies as well as excesses, to let you know, or to pull your coattail. You may be eating something that may be good for others, but maybe not for you. Which is why I say over and over, along with your annual visits to your physician, see your local acupuncturist. See your local acupuncturist. This is important. Very important. Because you see, cauliflower contains a very complex type of sugar called raffinose that is extremely hard for the body to break down. And this sugar in turn travels to your large intestine undigested, and it begins to ferment with your gut bacteria. And this leads to bloating and heavy gas sensation. And it's very uncomfortable to a lot of patients, and they'll come into the clinic, the Acupuncturist My Life clinic here in New York City, complaining. And they have no clue. It has everything to do with what they're putting in their mouth, and for the most part, in many cases, cauliflower. Okay? Okay, now let's switch tracks now and talk about a positive. It can help reduce the risk of certain cancers because of a certain antioxidant that's unique, in which it possesses, that some vegetables and even fruits don't possess, which is linked to reducing the risk of, let's say, reproductive cancers in both men and women, and that being breast cancer and prostate cancer. And there's another component within cauliflower sulforaphane, which is linked to reducing the risk of developing several other types of cancer. So cauliflower is good for you. So I don't want you to take it that, this episode is about stay away from cauliflower, because it is good for you. And I don't want you getting upset with anyone that recommended you eat cauliflower and it's like Acupuncture's My Life said don't do it. That's not the case. Just understand what you're putting in your mouth. That's all. Because again, health is wealth. The wealth isn't in a bank. It's not in your pocket. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not under the mattress. It's not in the shoebox. And it's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's in you. Now, let's partially jump back to the other track. And this is for individuals that are taking warfarin or any type of blood thinning medication. You may want to consider limiting your intake of cauliflower, or just not even eating it at all. Because cauliflower is rich in vitamin K, which is known for blood clotting in a good sense. But now if you have blood issues and you need to take blood thinning medications, cauliflower may not be the vegetable of choice. So you have to now take that into consideration. Okay? You have to take that into consideration as well. Now, while we're on this side of the track, it can play a part in you experiencing hypothyroidism. Now, many individuals do not know that, and this is why you listen to Acupuncture's My Life Eastern Nutrition. Because although cauliflower has a plethora of phytonutrients that offer like awesome health benefits, it also contains a certain phytonutrient that interferes with iodine absorption. So if you're on a diet that has a low iodine intake, and your iodine count is low, you want to avoid cauliflower to a great extent, or limit it as much as possible. Limit it as much as possible. Okay? And now before jumping back to the other side of the track, as some would feel is the good side, do me a favor and pull your vehicle over to the side of the road. And if you're crossing the street, I want you to safely hurry and get across the street, because I want no one closing their eyes while crossing the street. And if you're lifting or carrying something heavy, take a moment and rest it down. I need everyone in a relaxed state. And I need you to close your eyes. And I need you to say to yourself, acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Okay? Now, as I stated, let's jump back to the other side of the tracks and another good side to cauliflower is how well it satiates an individual. And this is the part where Many individuals globally are jumping on this weight loss vegetable because it's loaded with fiber, low carbs, low calories, low fat. Okay? And eating it as a vegetable on your plate, it satiates you. Satisfies your appetite. Which in turn you begin to eat less. And many individuals globally are raving about this. And in remaining on this side of the track, it's great for your immune system. Because just eating one head of cauliflower will provide you with up to four times the recommended amount of vitamin C, which, as many know, and those that don't now you do, that's an important nutrient that is linked to immune support. So think about it. And I want you to be careful before you decide to add cauliflower to your diet. Or if you already have it in your diet and you're feeling, you're on blood thinning medication or you're feeling bloated and so forth and so on. Or you have a low iodine intake diet plan, or you're already diagnosed with hypothyroidism, you may want to reconsider including cauliflower in your diet. But other than that, it's great for you. It's great for you. And I'm excited that Chef Kiara and myself, we sat down and we discussed this further outside of my discussion with my global colleagues of acupuncture a few nights ago. And I'll say again, as I always say, you must make acupuncture a part of your life, because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?